Good day, esteemed viewers and followers of Soludo TV. I am Ogechukwu Ibemes. Welcome to Soludo TV Feedback Thursday. Today, interaction will be with the MD and CEO Anambra State Erosion, Watershed and Climate Change Agency ANSEWCCA. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Thank you. My name is Professor Philip Obonia Fileze. I'm a professor of geography, precisely biogeography and environmental management. I'm the managing director and chief executive officer of ANSEWCCA. ANSEWCCA stands for Anambra State Erosion, Watershed and Climate Change Agency. It is the successor to NUMAP. In this agency, our mandate is to control soil erosion, maintain watersheds, and see to adaptation and mitigation of climate change impacts within the state. We have worked on 13 soil erosion sites. And in those soil erosion sites, we involve the communities because those soil erosion adversely affect the communities, and the communities suffer severe consequences, including loss of lives, farmland, houses, roads, and so on and so forth. And so we intervene, we involve them, we reclaim the land, stabilize it, and plant economic trees, because the severe erosion we experience are direct consequence of climate change. The communities don't understand that. And so when we plant those trees, we hand them over to the communities to care for them and to reap the benefits from those trees. We also give out cook stoves, improved cook stoves, to the communities to use for their domestic cooking, so that they stop deforestation. The search for firewood is also opening up the soil for soil erosion. We also train them on how to harvest rain from their rooftops, so that we don't have so much flood flowing and then causing gully erosion. Sometimes we provide them with the materials, sometimes we give them the training, and finally we establish site committees with chairmen and officers, presiding officers, to ensure the sustainability of our reclaimed sites. So we go beyond. Presently, we are adopting a new approach of a bottom-top approach to soil erosion and climate change mitigation adaptation interventions in the state. We carry the communities along in planning and implementation. At present, we have reached out to all the president generals of all the communities in Anambra State to furnish us with all the erosion sites in their communities, in their numbers, with their coordinates, because we want to update our database, because there are over 1,000 erosion sites in Anambra State, and we don't want any community to be left out. So we try to capture everybody. At the end, we will embark on ground truthing. That ground truthing is to ensure that the sites they reported actually exist where they said in their relative positions, and we then come out with a real-time map, GIS map, of Anambra State with all the erosion sites as at 2022. With this, we can now begin our interventions in the most critical sites and areas where there is a felt need. For example, the road between Amici and Osumenyi is presently cut into two by soil erosion. No vehicle passes through that, and that road leads to Imo State. We are working on how to go there and intervene and restore the road. And many houses are falling into the gully. So this is how we work with the communities. They give us feedback. We carry them along in our interventions. So these are the things we're actually doing. And we carry the state along. Well, every community at the Anambra we want to see an end to erosion, soil erosion, especially the gully type in Anambra State. That is the expectation of the Anambra. That with this agency, there will be an end to erosion. However, that is not to be, because erosion can only stop when the entire Anambra State is a tableland. Because what is actually erosion is an attempt by nature to create a uniform surface by cutting down hills and using it to fill up valleys. That is what is causing erosion. The topography of Anambra, the relief of Anambra, and the geology of Anambra is highly predisposed to erosion. So with the high rainfall as a result of climate change, we have erosion in Anambra State. The communities, we want us to be close to them, to assist them, and we are disposed to do that. That is our core mandate. The communities will expect us to answer them anytime they call upon us, but we can only do that within our available resources. Soil erosion in Anambra State is beyond the capacity of Anambra State. Presently, we are reaching out to the state and international donor agencies to come and help the state to donate funds that we will use to tackle this erosion. Every community expects us to reach them first, but we have a way, criteria for ranking the sites we intervene first before another. There are most critical sites, and we go there first. But we expect the communities, we are going to the stopping to teach them how to identify and imagine erosion sites like gully. And we are going to train them on what to do to stop that erosion at inception. We are going to reach communities forum where we go to communities and enlighten them, sensitize them, teach them on what they should do, what they should be planting, how they should be preventing gullies from initiating and developing. We are going to go to schools, primary, secondary schools. We are going to infuse erosion control in the school curriculum, so that at primary schools they'll be teaching them about soil erosion and its prevention. We are going to be forming clubs, school clubs, on erosion and climate change, what they should be doing, so that they understand this and grow up with it. These are the things we have mapped out, we are going to embark on, because this agency started July 1. Critically, because new map ended June 30th, 2022. And this agency started fully. Otherwise, it has been in existence for some few years, but it was not in full action because new map was still operating. But now it has ended. New map, ANSEWCCA has taken over. So that is the position of ANSEWCCA now, what we want to do for the communities, what they expect us. The expectation is so much, but we can only operate within the the limit of available resources. Thank you very much.